You see these little numbers at the bottom? We're going to make them a lot bigger, because every time we break one of these magnificent brown pieces of art, they turn into crumbs and we get paid for those. If I want, I can help the crusher by clicking on them a little bit to break them up. But at the same time, we can just buy more speed. Faster that thing turns, the more it's going to crush it up, but we're already spent all of our money. And I feel like we mostly just made the rocks bounce a little more than anything. I didn't realize I had already leveled up, so I should probably actually be collecting the money from that. We can also increase power. The first upgrade is $20, the second is $71, but we're getting more megawatts out of this. So we'll go ahead and bring it up to 3.4 megawatts and we unlock some new rocks. I think that happened when I leveled up, but now the crumbs from the coal should be worth even more because everybody loves coal. And I got money for getting a level and earning $200 and doing stuff, and we leveled up again, so I think we get new ore again. I just need to remember to touch everything that lights up as it lights up, otherwise we'll fall behind. Look at all my money though, $2,700. We can bring the power way up. We're going to do that all the way up to 8 megawatts. We got over twice the power now, so we're really crushing those down. We leveled up, we got a new ore. It is a square ore. Bet you didn't think you'd be spending any time watching rocks get crushed today, but here we are. I realized also that we can scroll, so we can actually get a percent of crystal chance. $338, 1% chance of a crystal. And we're already ready to level up again, 675. No new ore, but we do have a crystal chance. And we can also increase our tooth size from 10 meters to 11 meters. Eventually, they'll just be enormous mountains that just crush everything down there. For now, they're just baby spikes. We got our first crystal to show up. That's got to be worth a lot. Once it works its way down there, it's kind of jamming up. But we need to increase our revolutions minute per. That's all the way up to 17 now. Let's turn that up to 18. The faster that's turning, the better. We got a second crystal already too. All the crumbs went in. Look at all that money. So we're going to reward it with even more speed again. And we got a new ore. It's only $1,100 for the next crystal chance. We're starting to make money pretty good, so that's actually going to make a pretty big difference. Between that and the lava ore, we're in good shape. I am interested to check out this nuclear bomb option for $20,000. That's not even that far away. Normally I have to work much harder to do that kind of destruction. Okay, I think we need more power. We're clearly getting some strong stuff, 9.3 megawatts. We need to be able to crush those rocks down in an instant. The brown stones that we started with, they're getting wrecked. The stronger stones are the ones that are starting to bounce around and trouble us. Leveled up again, level 7, $1,500 for our hard work. Do we need bigger teeth? We probably need bigger teeth. We're going to go ahead and upgrade it to 12 meters, so we're 20% bigger than where we started. I'm hoping those do extra damage when they touch stuff as well. Speed's going up to 20. I'm going to help it out by cracking it a little bit. I'm just going to click away all up here. It really is the most fun you can have with rocks. And it does actually work pretty good. If I can get them out of their initial big form, they break into 3 smaller ones. The grinder takes them pretty quickly from there. Getting pretty consistent crystals at this point. We leveled up. We got a gold ore now. Might also be a lemon. I'm not really sure. What I'm sure of is that we have $5,000 to spend on more power. We're getting over a megawatt per upgrade at this point. So we'll spend the rest of our money. We're up to 16.2 megawatts, so we're really crushing things quick. And we're getting much more valuable colors, yellow and red mostly. Another level up. This thing turned yellow. There's another $1,700. This one's getting close. Wow, we're suddenly making money really quickly. $13,000 more power from 16.2 megawatts all the way up to 28.4. It's so much stronger. The ore just rains in at this point. We need more power. One more, so up to 33 megawatts. Yeah, it just rains down. The colors are so addictive. $2,500, we're going to upgrade speed hopefully 3 times, soon to be 3 times. We just need to keep funneling that ore into the center where it gets crushed efficiently. We get $15,000 because we crushed 210 things. So now we're starting to get some fun options like stronger gravity because we have control over gravity itself. $10,000, we're going to go from 10 per meter square to 10.6. That's just going to keep things from bouncing more than they have to, like and keep everything pushing downwards towards the teeth and grinders. We leveled up again, we got a new ore and $5,000. We can actually add another tooth on the shaft, which is something I didn't think I would say today, but we're going to go ahead and throw another one of those on there, and hopefully that makes a big difference. While we're at it, tooth size up, so they're 30% bigger than where they started, and hopefully that's enough to start busting down that ore quickly. Quickly made another few $1,000s. We can get even more speed, keep everything breaking up all the faster. We keep getting jam ups right here where something just is really hard and is not really touching anything, so it's actually efficient for me to just click away right here and it breaks down anything that's plugging up the hole. Pretty sure what we need is more power to keep stuff breaking down faster. They just bounce around and don't get broken down fast enough. That added like 4 megawatts of power. So the next one should do the same. That actually, yeah, those were about 5 per upgrade, and that's a huge increase to power. Now we can create our beautiful crumbs even quicker. We got $19,000 for earning $13,000, which did give us enough for the nuclear bomb. I'm not really sure what we're going to click on it. It said 20 seconds initially, so we might have a nuclear bomb going off every 20 seconds. We've leveled up again for about 8 grand. So I'll make the tooth size bigger again. They're going to get bigger here. Like they'll suck more stuff downwards and break it up quicker, hopefully. I think we got one. Nuclear bomb showed up and it broke everything down into bits. That works great. So we're going to add to that a little bit of speed, 2 extra RPM, and we'll just sit back and relax and let the chaos ensue. And we have another nuke showing up, so we explode that, and look how much better that is. But even when it's in sloppy gravel mode, it's still not going through quick enough, so we need more power clearly, and a little more speed. There's another nuke, so we blew it up and we turned everything back into gravel. I still feel like we're missing power because we're still getting stuff bouncing around too much, so more power it is. That was a huge increase. We've also leveled up again, so we got a new ore, and that one's made of fossils that are probably very rare. Probably also very valuable to science and history and stuff, but we're going to crush it up for profit. And since we've got so much for that, we're going to upgrade power. We're going to go from 57 to 65 to 75. From 57 to 75 megawatts of power. Plus we get $40,000 because we spent 5 minutes in game. I'm quite sure it's been more than that, but I'll take it. And when we earn another $9,000, we're going to get about 50 grand. So I think logically we're going to add another tooth. That upgrade's expensive enough, that's got to be worth it. We're going to make them all bigger. And now we don't have to earn actually maybe nothing at all, and we're going to get 23,000 and 46,000. And then we're going to actually increase the price. We're currently getting $1 per piece, probably for the basic one, $10 per piece. Did we just 10 times our income? I sure hope we did. That would be crazy. Yeah, it looks like we did. We're making many thousands of dollars every couple of seconds now. There's an easy 17,000 plus 9. And for 70,000, we can get our first gearbox upgrade. It's a 1-to-1 ratio right now. You'll turn that up, and okay, it slows down, but I think gives a lot more power. Basically, speed goes down, torque goes up. Fairly certain. So we'll just increase the speed to make up for that again. Might as well increase the ore quality chance so we can get more diamonds. The next upgrade is expensive. Hopefully the diamonds are still valuable at this point in the game. Oh, power jumped all the way up to 151. Okay, so it's actually demonstrated here. Lots more power, much less RPM. So we're gonna need more power. Also, yes, some RPM, but we're gonna level up. We got another new ore.
A super lemon.
But we definitely probably need our speed going back up. We made $50,000 again already. The game just wants me to get upgrades. Well, for now, we took it back up to about 20 RPM, and we're definitely making money. The next price increase is going to cost 3.7 million, so it's going to take a second. Though we did just get 100 grand for earning 66 grand. I like when I earn money for earning money. We have $132,000. That's all going to power. That'll take us from 174 megawatts to 612. That's well over 3 times the power, and it shows. We are absolutely chewing through the ore now. Even the super lemons are getting mulched up pretty quick, and they're worth a huge amount of money. I just realized that some of these are adjustable. Like I could put the speed way back up again if I want to, but that turns our power down to half of what it was. Not sure why you'd want to slow some of those down, but maybe there's a point to it. Otherwise, you might not have the option to do it. We've crushed another 220 for 80,000. So let's make the tooth size bigger. Let's add another tooth. Let's increase our gravity again. I really just feel also like we can't have too much power. We're getting 100 megawatts per level now. And I managed to set up a nuke there just in the nick of time, so we got a bunch of sloppy gravel again. Maybe we just have lots of power and really big teeth. That will somehow work very well. We're going to upgrade those to 17 meters. Oh, and because we somehow spent another 5 minutes in game, 150,000. We leveled up, so we got a new ore, a nice red gem, and 60 grand. Here I was thinking that 3.7 million was going to be impossible to get, but that's actually not that far away. Especially with new gems coming in and all the new power we're about to get. 300 grand worth of power takes us from 810 to 2400. We've tripled our power. I feel like we need more nuclear bombs. So we're going to upgrade that twice. That's down to, I guess, 41 seconds. That's how often it spawns. The nuke just went off, and that feels so much better. It's just pouring money down onto the conveyor. So naturally, we need a little more power. We're up to 3,200 megawatts. I don't really know what that translates to, but it seems like it's a lot. Enough to make us lots of money. And level up got us 90 grand, which means we can increase our speed probably quite a lot. That was a 20% increase. Wow, that actually hurt the game. It is slowing down so much with that nuke. Look at all the money though. I feel like it only took a few seconds for us to make another 200 grand, so more power, up to 5,000 megawatts. We'll increase the speed a little bit too. Maybe we'll increase the ore quality while we're at it because that was a reasonably cheap upgrade and we like our crystals here. We got $1.16 million for spending another 5 minutes in game. And then if I buy one more upgrade, like more power, that'll put us to 5.7 megawatts. We also got paid for that, 100 grand. Our next objective is to earn $183,000. Like we've already earned 1/10 of that. I guess I'm just really good at crushing rocks. We've also leveled up again. We got $131,000 so we get to crush the moon. Alright, there's another 700 grand just about, so up to $2.2 million. I've determined that for the sake of progress, we're going to use the auto clicker for a little assistance at this point. That's going to help us turn everything into lots of little gravels. Then if I just do nice gentle circles over here and also touch the nuke, the game can lag really badly. I'm actually going to turn the auto clicker off for a second because the computer is not liking this. Set off another nuke, which is always just very satisfying. We liquefy those rocks. This rain of liquid rock should about level me up. Because it did, I got 200 grand, but I also got this over here, 1.3 million, which means we have 4.3 million in total. Which means we can upgrade our price from $10 a piece to $100 a piece, so we should have 10 times the earnings. And that does appear to be the case because we've already made $1 million. So I think what we're going to spend this 1.2 million on is more power from 5.7 thousand kilowatts to 35.2 thousand. Yeah, that's 7 times as much power as we just had. That helped us level up again very quickly, 300 grand and a new gem. Since we're making all this money, let's increase gravity a bunch to hopefully get those rocks pushing downwards better with us bouncing. There's another nuke we can set off. We can also increase the tooth size several times from 17 to 19 meters. Because we leveled up, we also got $2.5 million, which means we can make our tooth size even bigger. We're actually at max already, 20 meters. But I can see that is helping lots of the little bits get down into the center where they belong. So we're going to add a few more teeth while we're at it. That's better. I can't believe we made $2 million already. So that's going to translate into power. 40,000 megawatts turns into 220,000 megawatts. Definitely enough to send a whole bunch of this stuff through in a big hurry. And if I'm understanding this correctly, we're about to hit level 21, which I think means we can do the next Gearbox coefficient. So we should be able to turn it into a 3-to-1 for extra power. We also got 24 upgrades, so 2.4 million, and we've earned $1 million, so there's 1.6 million. So we have 5.5 million. So if we want to turn the Gearbox up, that turns our power from 217 to 330,000 power. It does move slower, but that's why we invented speed. So we can just push that a bunch of times, and then we're going faster than ever, 25. And we've still got $3.1 million left over, plus we're getting $17 million because of all the upgrades we're buying. Plus another 10 million because that pushed our earnings up. Plus the game is lagging. I don't really know the best upgrades to make the most money that quickly right now. I guess just any upgrade works because getting a level gives us a lot of money. One of my objectives was using a boost. I didn't really need the money from that in particular, but I wanted the space from the extra quest. And we also leveled up and have oranges now. We have to use 2 boosts, which is annoying. It's only going to give us 15 grand, but it will give us a 3rd objective. These 2 just gave us a lot of money. We've already leveled up again. That gave us a flat $1 million. We got another 24 million here. And now when the nuke goes off, the game really lags. I used the 2nd boost, which gave us a ×10 boost, which leveled everything up, which means we have a new level in ore again. And wouldn't you know it, there's another nuke. We'll set that off and then we'll watch the money flow down. I think the logical thing to do at this point is spend $120 million on power upgrades. Because I need the rocks to touch the grinder and turn into little things immediately. So we're going to go from 325,000 megawatts. I feel like this is going to go a long ways up. This was more clicking than I thought it would be. But we went from 325,000 up to, it's still going. We're into the hundreds of billions of power. 325,000 to 884 billion. That's quite an increase. And we got our upgrades worth out of that. So we got another $18 million rebate. I think we need more gravity to keep everything pushing downwards. The gems are actually holding us back at this point. They keep clogging it up and I'm not sure they're worth it. But we'll put a few more teeth on this thing and that'll help keep the little stuff going down. And we also hit a nuke, so we're really going to filter that stuff in there now. Another new ore. Since we upgraded power a lot, got a pretty good increase, let's spend $23 million on speed upgrades. That could take us from 25 RPM, this might be counterproductive, up to 45 RPM. Those things are really going now. Yeah, it's really spitting the crumbs through though. Because we got the upgrades, we got 160 million plus the 2 boosts gave us 300 million. Plus we got the earnings again from that for another 20 million. So now when we use the nuke, it's maybe actually going to work better because we're spitting the things through quicker because of our excessive speed. It's actually spitting the rocks back up. and we're crushing so many objects that we just got those. But that's enough money to get us $1,000 per piece, so we get 10 times earnings again. So we just spent 240 million, but we have $320 million in the bank. So given we have all this speed, we're gonna need more teeth. How many teeth can we fit on there? These are getting expensive. But we'll buy a few more gravities. That was 20 million. Okay, gravity's getting expensive again. Do we just buy more power? I guess we could buy more power. We're into the apparently quadrillions of megawatts. I feel like we skipped over trillions, but I won't tell if you won't. We're making millions of dollars per second at this point, and we leveled up and got a new ore, so money went up again. We clearly have the power, we still need more speed. We're going to spend $100 million just on speed. That took us from 45 to 67 RPM, so that's actually a 50% increase in speed again. It's almost just like a red laser now. So then when we hit the nuclear button, we are absolutely smashing things down through the gap. We can actually increase our nuclear option by quite a lot too. Every 27 seconds now we get a nuke. Now I feel like we need more gravity because the things are spinning so fast, they're like bouncing the rocks around. So let's go ahead and force a bit of gravity into the situation to hopefully keep them down. We are officially billionaires, and we got a new ore again. So let's add more high-speed teeth. This one's going to cost $600 million by itself. And I think what we really need here for $800 million is more speed. So that'll take us from 67 RPM using an auto clicker to 103 RPM. Now when we use a nuke, everything should filter through there nice and quick. And I guess to be fair, now we need to spend the next $2 billion on power. But that'll take us from 5.1 Qs to 113 capital S's. I don't really know what that means either. It's just a really, really big number. And for doing all that, we got $4 billion for some reason and a level up. Plus another $2 billion for crushing objects, which we're getting pretty good at. We get $5 billion just for using boost. We're actually crushing the rock so efficiently now that we're starting to actually run out of things to crush. I guess I could turn the gearbox up again. That's only $28 million. It's a 4-to-1 now, but the power went up, the speed went down, but we have lots of speed anyways. And we got another new ore, even more valuable. Saving up another $27 billion, we're going to increase the price for $15 billion, so now we're getting 10,000 per piece, so our earnings are 10 times what they just were. So we're making not quite $50 million a second, but reasonably close to it. So we'll maybe spend the next $18 billion on speed upgrades. So we'll go from 77 RPM all the way up to 150 something. Well, we over doubled our RPM. And we unlocked a new ore. Yeah, the spiky teeth things are just, they look like saw blades now. While we're at it, we might as well spend another $2.3 billion on power, so we're up to 7.1 N. And we're making so much money at this point that like, I think we're making money faster than I can even buy these upgrades. And I don't even really know what to do with the money at this point. Like, should we just increase gravity to hopefully force everything down against the crusher and just shoot it down? That did actually seem to work reasonably well, but the gravity upgrades are very expensive. But everything is forced straight down. So let's buy a little more gravity for 15 billion and try the nuke, and then yeah, everything's spinning downwards very efficiently. So we probably need more speed for $8 billion. Wow, that went quickly. 173 RPM. We definitely succeeded in making a really, really, really big number. In fact, many of them. So we'll come back to this in 100 years and see what happens.